Augie writes it back.
You honestly think you're gonna call a cop with no evidence and you're gonna tell him he did a thing?
He might.
And they're gonna go, well, I'm off to jail, boys.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? You're gonna show Trisha Paytas? What Trisha Paytas do is objectively worse. James Charles never laid a hand on any of these kids. Trisha did. And how did James Charles expose Deaf Noodles? He hasn't said a thing about everything I've showed you about Trisha Paytas.
He's been very quiet.
Very, very quiet, blocking people for bringing it up. I've seen multiple people on my timeline showing that. I've seen multiple retweets by Tipster. This is a game. This is about clicks across the board, both sides. Not taking a side in this one. I'm not taking James Charles' side either. I don't care how you feel. I don't even know if I want to take calls today because I'm just gonna go, yeah, if you feel that way, tell me how I'm wrong. Maybe I'll engage with you. But other than that, I don't know what to tell you. This is fucking nuts. This is Salem witch trial moral panic bullshit. Bullshit. From the top.
Deaf Noodles made another comparison as well. I sent it to you in your DMs.
Okay, I'll take a look at that in a minute. Please note, Deaf Noodles has not tweeted any of the old tweets, and Keemstar is 100% correct here. Hitting on minors because Trisha and Ethan are literally own this man. That's probably true. Probably 100% true. Laugh my ass off. This is called panicking. This is called panicking. Laugh my ass off. Imagine if I dropped the taped phone calls where I have some people coming at me hard would look real bad. Please shut up, Keemstar. Please stop pointing out my hypocrisy. This is panic. Don't take it any other fucking way. Because here's the thing. Keemstar, I know this. Keemstar talks to everybody as they're rising up. And he probably wouldn't want a lot of those calls leaked. And you know what? Here's the best part. If he did do something shady, no one's going to give a fuck. No one's going to care. Because they know who Keemstar is. They're not going to give a rat's fucking ass. You don't have a thing on Keemstar that anybody else doesn't have before, if you even recorded it. My guess is, Deaf Noodles, Dennis, whatever the fuck your name is from minute to minute, you wish you recorded it. And I don't think we'll ever see it. Calling it now. So, Keem writes... What? Keem says this. Here we go.
Deaf Noodles, I've been nothing but nice to you. But now you're threatening, oh, I'm going to drop these recorded phone calls I had with Keem. Well, you live in California, right? Wouldn't that be against the law? You can't fucking record me without my goddamn permission.
Don't worry, he didn't.
That's literally against the law. But, I mean, if you're so hell-bent on it, maybe I'll just say it right now because, I don't fucking care. When I saw you in the early days over here grinding and shit, I called you up. I was thinking about...
Let me tell you something. I know this guy. If he cared, he would be fucking coming to us, going to every YouTuber to try to get dirt on fucking Deaf Noodles to fire back at him for this impending fucking drop. I doubt Keem even believes he was recorded. I drive. So he's in a two-party consent state. Keem's in a one-party consent state, by the way. And he has connections and businesses in California. You're never going to see that tape. Never, ever. There was a panic fucking move. Panic move on Deaf Noodles' parts. Again, James Charles exposed Deaf Noodles without uttering his name. Very impressive.
If it was real, he would have just posted it the first time, no?
Yeah, no. Even if it does exist, even if I'm wrong, and I'll say I'm wrong on this one, I guarantee you there's nothing that incriminating on there.
Yeah.
You know what would be the worst thing on there? You got to really start going after Tipster and fucking Nick and Bobax. That's probably the worst fucking thing that's on there. But you know what? We can handle that because we've been handling Keems for years. You can't. You're new.
Offering you a fucking job. That's what we talked about. You said no, you wanted to do your own thing, which is fine. It's your own fucking right. Another time I called you and I said, hey, dude, you're spamming news out and you're giving it to these other channels. Don't do that. It's your work. Save it for yourself. I've been nothing but fucking nice to you on these calls.
Thank you.
So what are you exposing? Please tell me what you're going to expose in these fucking calls.
He shook the fuck up. That's not how he acts when he's shook.
Yeah.
I'm working with this guy for 5 fucking years now. I've known him for 5 fucking years. That's not the way he behaves when he's shook. He usually goes in and he surrounds himself with the YouTubers and tries to pump them up to go after another one. I'm sorry, you ain't got nothing, and he probably didn't say anything.
I would really like to know. Second of all, I would know, like, it was at the beginning of this David Dobrik shit. All of a sudden, you started being real sloppy. You started getting stories wrong. You started getting stuff wrong. Like, it didn't fucking make sense. And it almost came across like it was agenda. And tonight, we saw it. Everybody saw it, motherfucker. Dennis. Everybody saw it, Dennis the Menace. Dude, there's some weird type of bias going on. Trisha gets exposed for flirting with all these minors, and you don't cover it. What is happening? You're property of them. They own you. It's either a financial deal or you're just happy with that.
Guess what? He wasn't able to discredit fucking Nick or Bobox or Tipster, but Def Noodles, he did it to you. Got you over. He got you. We have the whole situation with Apollo Legend. We walked away from that because it was a bunch of horse shit, but he got you dead to fucking rights. Dead to fucking rights. There's no reason why you shouldn't have brought this up. None. Zero. Zip.
I'm shouting you out and saying nice stuff about you so you don't say anything bad about them.
Probably been a good idea to be friends with us, huh?
It's one of the other. Def Noodles, please fight with me. Please fight with me, because I promise you I'll still be here. I don't know if you will.
He's 100% correct. He will fucking
Man
bury
seems pretty confident.
You don't have... look, Def Noodles, you're probably watching this. I'm sure you are. You don't have the balls for this. You don't have what it takes. What happened is you had a little gimmick, and your gimmick took off, but you didn't get broken in like everybody else. You haven't gotten fucked yet. You haven't learned anything. You're just getting all the fucking dopamine from your sub count rising and pandering to fucking cancel culture types, and everything is going. So you don't think you can be stopped. You don't think that this train can be unhinged and what have you. But guess what? The first jump of that fucking train car just hit the pavement. And it only falls apart from here. You got caught, bro. There's no reason to listen to you. There's no reason. I mean, you can flip back and forth, and I've seen Keem do this satire thing too. Satire or news entertainment, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But you got caught in fucking 8K. 100%. You ain't in this. He's been called everything from a fucking pedophile to his height to absolutely everything. I mean, I got people coming in here saying he sleeps with his daughter. You don't think he can handle you? You can't handle that kind of fucking pressure. You can't handle that heat. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna simply turn around and say, "Oh my God, they're doing it because I'm Brazilian." Like nobody's gonna fucking believe that.
Imagine that's when somebody resorts to the racist argument. That's when you know they have nothing left, because it happens every single time. Once they've lost, they just go, "You're racist. You hate me because of my skin color. That's why you're saying these things."
Yeah, and that's the last place. They used to say it was religion was the last place a man went when he didn't have an argument. It's
not
usually
anymore.
just
This is 2021, my guy.
A guy that both of his fucking parents are of European descent. That's a fact. A fucking fact. And okay, what do you want? You wanted to send me something, I guess, right? Matt,
yeah, there's something. Another Def Noodles tweet in your DMs.
Austin Jones, sex minors, 10 years in prison. Austin Jones did a lot more than that. 10 years in prison. He didn't sex minors. He actually had them perform for him. And I think they were a lot younger than fucking 17. If I'm not
way younger,
fucking mistaken. Let's check out Austin Jones' wiki. Jones in 2017. That's when I went. Okay. Here's something. Here's something. U.S. Immigration and Customs Homeland investigated 2 counts of producing child pornography.
Yep.
Has James Charles even been accused of that? Is that in the same stratosphere? Near Loretto, Pennsylvania. He's scheduled to be released in December of 2027.
That's a lot of money, I guess, for a person of color.
Yep. He got 10 years for a single count. So you're talking about James Charles like he compares with this. A guy that's doing 10 years in prison. I hope he get fucking sued.